Yo, what's up,
150
people?
people
This is
getting
K
wet.
Solo.
All right,
Let me
and a
tell
lot
you
of it was
something,
under that
man.
that that that
I
Blood
always
Nation
knew.
stuff. You know what I'm saying?
I
And what
always
took
knew
place was that it went out into our
that Bailey
streets back to communities. They was cutting people on a train
was a
as they was jumping
lying
over
son
to
of
be
a
a
bitch.
blood person. You know, and there was no real money
That
or
Bailey,
currency
the
involved.
only time
They were just cutting.
he was cool with you, when he wanted bangers, he would have done whatever. He used to move people to houses. If you would have come to that Bailey, say, that Bailey, man, I want to go to 12 Upper. He'd be like, go ahead, man, I got you. That Bailey used to pick his people. So, yes, I do believe that Bailey had his secret squirrels, what he used to call them. And those were snitches. That's what he used to call them, his secret squirrels. You feeling me? I know that Bailey. I know that Bailey very well. Ever since he took over C95. Okay? I met that Bailey when that Bailey used to work in C74 when he was a CO, a regular CO. This was in 97. After that, I think that Bailey went to C73. Then for C73, he went to HDM. For HDM, he went to C95. Then for C95, he went to the Tombs. He became the warden in the Tombs and retired. But you know what I'm saying? I'm seeing this video here, and this motherfucker's lying. Let me tell you about that Bailey, all right? I remember one time, when the Kings had the real power, that motherfucker used to come to us and he was on our dicks. I mean, oh, forget about it. Whatever we wanted, we used to get it. But when the shit started going at it with the Bloods, that he started seeing, and he's pro-black. He says it. He says he's pro-black. So that means he would go with his people. And yes, that Bailey was bailing out Bloods, but he wasn't bailing out no fucking Latin King. He wasn't bailing out no Spanish dude that was not even down with Latin Kings or down with the fucking Nietas. Matter of fact, I'm never gonna talk about the Nietas because they didn't do shit, man. Maybe 2 or 3 of them did something, but that's about it, bro. You feeling me? Now, this is some bullshit right here that he is saying. Are you ready for this? Listen to this. And this is on Queen Flip.
Things and it was pretty bad. No, not pretty bad. It was real bad.
But do you remember seeing? I want you to take us through the steps of what you remember seeing. How it formed. So did you the Latin Kings? Like, what did you see? What was first? Like from what you remember? Cause really
The Latin Kings. The Latin Kings was first, as I remember. They had a good organization and everything else.
He don't say about the 5%ers.
That structure and their code words and the retaliation. Only thing with them is that they didn't cut each other to join the forces. If you was a Hispanic, you was down with them. You know what I'm saying? You just have to say you want to be down. Whatever dues they have to pay, have to dues. But Nietas was basically the same thing. Easy going, everything else. Not making that much noise. There was a small out of all the groups. But when the Bloods came around, it was like treacherous. I mean, when I made captain, we had to go around and start looking for them at this point. So with so many people getting slashed and stabs, and back then they was able to, they was wearing everything they wanted at that time in the early days. They was wearing their gold, their Timbs.
He ain't say that they was cutting the Nietas. They was not cutting no kings.
Everybody was carrying their red bandanas.
They was not cutting no kings.
Yellow and black, and Nietas was white and black. So and they had their beads. They was flossing out there and just showing it and throwing up hand signs. But back then, it was really hard for correctional officers. We had congregate feeding, meaning that you had to take a house out of 60 inmates or 120, and they have to pass another house in the hallway. Sometimes the feeding went on for hours because they was fighting all the time, attacking each other. Certain houses have to be separated from other houses. They can't be in a mess hall at the same time. It was cold chaos at that point.
Wow.
It was chaos, but we had to go around. Each security team had to go around and start looking to identify them. And then we started making up cards for our officers to carry. And then we started getting them at the new emission state, looking for their burn marks on their shoulders, because the Bloods would burn 3 marks on their shoulder. That would gave them to, that. Or some actually put the, UBN on there, or the Blood Nation, whatever they did. We started identifying them right then, which gave us a big worth of information, because we was dealing with a 44 They stayed there for 44 days, but we was dealing with 20,000 inmates coming in our system. 20,000. You know what kind of information you get as each one of these ones come in there? We get their AKA, we get the pictures, we get all their tattoos and everything else. Mm-hmm. So we was affiliated with the DEA, the FBI, police department. We sat with a whole host of people sitting down gathering information with us.
I believe that. I believe that. You understand what I'm saying? But
so
you
see,
like the Bloods actually getting
you see, Queens. What I like about Queens, Queen flipping them, that Queens and G Money, that they're letting him know, yo, we heard this and we heard that, and he's trying to sugarcoat. You know what I'm saying? You see that baby like, nah, I didn't do that, motherfucker. Yes, you did, man. I remember one time, man, I had a problem with the police, man. They called me with 15 pouches of tobacco. When they called me with 15 pouches of tobacco, the CO that called me with it, I started barking at him. And then he used to work in the visiting room. You know what that nigga did, bro? He gave mad niggas my PIN number. Now, when you got a PIN number, they could air your fucking phone call out. If you got $100, B, they could make $100 phone call. Yo, these niggas got me for like about $90, B.
No, you don't.
And I went to this nigga, and I told that Bailey, I said, yo, that Bailey, man.
Shout out to your beautiful wife.
Your COs are giving my PIN number. This is the second one, man. Oh no, not my COs. I said, that Bailey, could you look at my account?
She's kind of agreeing.
Could you talk to Captain? What was his name? Captain Phillip. That one day I called him, and I said, look, man, somebody's on the phone right now. I'm on the phone right now, and I'm talking to you.
Told me that it was more of them.
I picked up the phone, started dialing, and I was listen to this.
It was more of them. There was a lot of them.
And you know what the motherfucking captain told me? Oh, don't be selling your pin.
Wait. They would say they was.
Nigga, I had $400 or $500 in my account, you motherfucking idiot.
No, they wasn't. I never.
Yo, I'm telling you, these police was dirty, bro. That was dirty.
I don't know.
Alright. That Bailey was cool at certain things. But he was dirty like a motherfucker.
It was more Hispanic. I mean, I can always go back and look it up and come back up here and tell you some real numbers.
Look at this.
Really?
You know?
Let's go on and talk.
Shoot, but I never saw it like that. Come on.
What are you talking about? They trying to challenge you, huh? You can't challenge the water.
No. Just the facts is that, no, they didn't outnumber them like that. They wasn't running around there with that nonsense like that.
So why you think the blood started then?
I think it was more of a... To me, it wasn't to protect yourself. That's out. Put that word out of your head. Really? That was not there to protect them against the Hispanics. All right? It wasn't that story. Okay. I just think it was a mere fact that they wanted some kind of organization of their own to call. That's how I'm looking at it. They want something they can have, like the Nietas had something.
You see, now he's trying to play for the Latin Kings and the Nietas. Come on, man.
But that's a whole different group by itself.
Yo, that nigga.
The Muslims is a whole different group.
You see, 5% is the Muslims.
Wanted some thug stuff going on. That's how that came about.
And a lot of the Bloods was 5%ers, bro. What the fuck you talking about, man? Anyway, man, yo, this is King Solo, letting you know that Bailey was a fucking crook, all right? You can tell him I said it. Crescencio Rivera, I'm pretty sure he knows me. Trust me, he knows me. That Bailey fucking knows me. Motherfucker. He was the one that took my picture. He was the one, as a matter of fact, he didn't take it, he sent it to take my picture. That's why when I go on the island, you know, they always got me, you know what? Motherfucker. Lying son of a bitch. Motherfucking that Bailey, man. Peace, yo. This is K Solar at Rikers Island Stories Jailbreak. Alright, holla, man. Be careful out there in the street. Peace.